Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Good to see all of you. Hi, Abhishek, Amit Vilatkar, Atunusul. Hi, Birendra Jain, Dev Mukherjee, Dheeraj, Dipalok Hajra, Nishu, Giri, Gopal Krishnan, Haji Manan Ahmad Patel, Jinal, K. Matthew George, Kiran, Kishore, Makrand. Welcome. Mandip Singh, Neeraj Rathi, Nikhil, Piyush Gandhi. Welcome. Prajakta, Priya, Rahul. Welcome. Yadav, S. Yadav, Shailendra, Soumitra Chakravarti, Suman Kumar Jha, Vaibhav. All right. Okay. So let's start. Let us start. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay. So today we are going to talk about a few things like in terms of how to get your big clients, how to get meetings with your HNI clients, right? So that's what we discussed yesterday. How many of you remember? What was the topic we decided on yesterday? Huh? What was the topic we decided on yesterday? Batao. Who is going to tell me? What was the topic we decided on yesterday? Just a second. Hmm? So we are struggling to get our first HNI meetings, correct? We are struggling to get our first HNI meetings. Dekho, how many of you believe that you are capable of handling HNI clients, but they don't even take the first meeting? But meeting कैसे secure करना है वो नहीं पता. How many of you think that you can handle HNI meetings, but you still have not got your first few meetings, right? Yes, in the chat box. Okay. When you message an HNI, what do you secretly hope that they will reply instead of expecting that they will? Exactly क्या होता है आपके मन में? आप किसी HNI को जब मैसेज भेजते हो, क्या आपके अंदर एक सीक्रेट होप रहता है और डू यू नो एग्जैक्टली वो रिप्लाई करेगा ही करेगा? इफ ए if you think like a 200 crore advisor from your city sends them a message, will that look different from yours? आपका मैसेज और उनके मैसेज में क्या अंतर रहेगा? हाँ, अगर आपके शहर से कोई 200 करोड़ 250 करोड़ 500 करोड़ जो मैनेज करते हैं एडवाइजर्स म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स, वो लोग किसी HNI को मैसेज भेजते हैं, do you think that their message would be different from yours? Let me tell you the truth that many mutual fund distributors don't want to admit. HNIs don't ignore you because you lack knowledge. They ignore you because you are too familiar. You're too familiar. Uh, there is an entry problem. You are good enough. You know how. You can handle a 1 crore ticket, but you never get into the room. And you don't get into the room, nothing else matters. When you message an HNI, does it sound like you need the meeting or they need the meeting? What do you think? When you send a message to an HNI, what does it sound like? You need the meeting or they need the meeting? When you enter the meeting room, You enter with your credentials, मैं कौन हूँ, मैं क्या कहाँ से हूँ, क्या मेरा education है, or do you enter with the context? Do you enter the meeting room with your credentials or with your context? And when someone forwards your message to anyone else, does it look premium or ordinary? देखो, HNIs don't avoid you because they are arrogant. They avoid you because your entry sounds like everyone else's. Sir, I would like to discuss investments. Today, delete that line forever. I would like to discuss investment. Delete that line forever. HNIs don't wake up thinking, ki, boss, I hope an advisor calls me today. Nobody wakes up. Nobody wakes up in the morning thinking, ki, boss, koi advisor mujhe phone karega. They will only respond to relevance. Okay. And not requests. If you sound like you're seeking business, you're pitching products, you're trying your luck, you will stay outside the room. If you sound like you understand their dunya, their world, you have identified something really intelligent. And you are also selective about with whom you are working with. Three things. You understand their world, you have spotted something really intelligent and some observation you have identified, and you are also selective about whom you work with, then only you get the attention. Meetings don't happen because you chase, because how you position yourselves. Okay, so give me few seconds. I'm going to start the session now. Does this session make sense? Right? Yes, in the chat box if this is something that's truly important. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. All right. Is it visible? Is it visible? देखो, chalo, before I start this, many of you have attended this morning session for the last few weeks, maybe months. How many of you have implemented what you are picking up here? Okay. How many of you, Dheeraj, it's first time for you. Okay. How many of you have implemented? Yes or no? And have got results, right? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. Dipalok got results. All right. Super. Thank you so much. Chalo, let's proceed. So how do I move up market and reach out to HNIs? Okay. HNIs don't reject small advisors. They actually reject your positioning. Aapka, it is how you enter the meeting room with your context or credentials determines whether you would be accepted or rejected. What is the old way of doing things? Okay. देखो स्लाइड्स तो एग्जैक्टली 12 बजे फिर से कम्युनिटी पे आ जाएगा सो लेट मी प्रोसीड ओके द टारगेट ओल्ड वे is to target general HNIs. Anyone and everyone who has got surplus money is my client. It's a disaster. You're pitching products and your tone is very urgent and needy. Okay. The authority. The authority is that when you are very micro, your segment, your niche is extremely micro. Not anyone and everyone. You are very clear that people in the age bracket of so and so who are in this business, who are doing this and this is my client. The method is to identify inefficiencies in their segment. And third, your tone has to be calm and thoughtful. So how do I define the micro segment? Don't say HNIs. HNIs respond to specific things. Okay. Sorry. It could be manufacturers, senior surgeons, CA firm partners, real estate developers. You have to be extremely careful and particular and specific about your micro segment. जितना आप आपका segment को narrow करेंगे, उतना बढ़िया रहेगा from doing the research work to identify the problem in their life. Step number 2, identify one real pattern in that segment. You enter through pattern recognition. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैन्युफैक्चरर्स, नो, मैन्युफैक्चरर्स का क्या है? Either they are doing excess cash or they have overdraft usage. Doctors have a high income, low structure. Business owners have got scattered investments. You have to enter through a pattern recognition. Identify one real pattern in that segment. Step number 3, the message. Okay. I have been reviewing how that segment are handling the pattern. Okay. Most are doing X, but it creates Y. Okay. Thought this may be relevant for you too. Not urgent, just a short conversation. Are you getting this message? When you send out a message to an HNI, talk about the segment. I have been reviewing how your segment are handling the specific pattern. Okay. Most are doing X, but it creates Y. Get the relevance, build the pattern, move in for a low pressure, no begging. When you're no begging, no sales tone, no pressure, you sound thoughtful and not hungry. Step number 4, control the first 3 minutes. Before anything else, what currently frustrates you about how your money is structured? Okay, you're asking for an example. Let me just go back 1 second. I have been reviewing how manufacturers are handling overdraft usage. Most of you are going for overdraft usage using banks, but it creates a negative margin for you. Thought this might be relevant for you too. Okay, Prashant? I have been, that's an example. I have been talking to doctors who have a high active income and an extremely low structure. Okay, all right. Let me move ahead. Before anything else, what currently frustrates you about how your money is structured? Okay. Step number 5, I will send a simple structure. If it makes sense, we proceed or we drop it. Give them the position that either they have a decision to make, either to move ahead or not to move ahead. All HNIs wants to be in control. What is a simple tool to keep in mind? Before you send out any message to an HNI, these 5 things have to be identified. Number 1, you have to be know in which segment that they are currently functioning. Number 2, one real financial pattern has to be identified. One inefficiency that they may be unaware of. 4th, one intelligent observation from your end. And one soft, no pressure entry point. Like at the end of it, I will seek a 20-minute meeting. At the end of it, either there is makes sense, we will proceed, or we will drop it. If you are able to answer these 5 questions correctly for an HNI, only then send the message. If you cannot fill the relevant sheet clearly, don't send the message. Do not. If you fix your entry, the meeting will follow. Stop pitching products, start diagnosing. The first meeting has to be all about diagnosing the problem. Okay. I'm going to share the polling question for Monday right now. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Here you go. Polling question on your screen. I'll give you 60 seconds to answer the polling question. All the, Mr. Avinash, all the, this thing will come up in the community at 12 o'clock. I've shared the link to the Google review page. Thank you so much, everybody who's sharing their reviews. Those who are comfortable sharing reviews on the Google, the link is there in the chat box. Please go ahead and share your reviews. We really appreciate with a lot of gratitude every review that is being shared with us. In the meanwhile, I'm also going to give the link to the community page. You should all be part of. The slides and other engagements happen on the community page. I'm going to give you the link to that right now. Just give me 1 minute. Yes. Here you go. This is the link to the community. Those of you who are part of it, fantastic. Those who are not, please be part of it. Okay. I am going to now share the results of the polling, and it is AUM clients redeemed during volatility. Okay. So this is something that we are going to talk about on Monday. We are going to talk about this on Monday. And there is one more thing that we are going to talk about uh, so I think on Monday we are going to talk about yesterday's one. You get introduced, but you don't get follow-up meetings. Yeah. So this is what we are going to discuss. You get introduced, but you don't get follow-up meetings, because yesterday's polling there was like a tie. Both of them got 37%, and this one we'll pick it up on Tuesday. Okay. You get introduced, but don't get follow-up meetings will get discussed on Monday, and clients redeemed during volatility, we will discuss that on Tuesday. All right. All the best, everyone. Have a great weekend ahead. Enjoy the weekend, and we will see you exactly at 10:10 on Monday. All the best. Thank you so much.